Right, our next guest has conquered the rugby pitch, the American football field, the Gladiators Arena. And now he's taken on our studio. Apollo is back for Series 3 of Gladiators, which continues this Saturday. So listeners, get ready. Let's say hey to Alex Gray. We're so pleased you didn't come in, are we? Are we, Jane?
Sorry to disappoint.
How are you, mate?
I'm good. Just trying to stay out of trouble, you know.
Apollo Mania. It's got a bit of merch. Is that proper merch?
No, it's not official merch. There was an article the other day in the papers that said the nation is gripped with Apollo Mania. And I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger who said, early to bed, early to rise, work like hell and advertise.
Come on.
That's where we are.
And there is no plan B. That's
exactly. This is it or nothing. So.
Well, hang on a minute. But saying that, you are the muscle with the side hustles. Because you I mean, in a way, Gladiators is your sort of your fun job, isn't it? Because you have other jobs. You've been a professional sports person in the rugby world, in the NFL world, and now you're part of Channel 5's coverage of NFL Super Bowl this weekend. So much to talk about. How did you get the gig on Gladiators first?
So yeah, you're right. I'm kind of on my third dream. Now I'm super lucky. I don't know how I've done it, to be honest. Played rugby in the NFL combined for close to 13, 14 years, and just got approached one day saying we're looking to bring this TV show back. They weren't calling it Gladiators at the time; they were calling it Superhumans.
Were they?
Yeah, when we're looking for ex and current athletes to get involved, and I thought Superhumans. That's definitely a bit of me. They've got it right there. And I did an audition tape, first one ever, and then got invited to do some kind of on-screen rehearsals. Did okay, and then there was a little bit of a gap there, about a year and a half worth of waiting, where I actually got a corporate job for a year and a half. I worked in recruitment because I was playing rugby at the time, and I thought, if I get injured and miss out the next step, I'd be so good. So I used to watch the show as a kid, loved it.
Yeah.
So I
So you did that on purpose? That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So I did that for a year and a half, and then we got the green light, and then within a couple of weeks we're filming the show, and let's go for it. And we're in season 3 now.
That's a wise move. So you did that on purpose to stay injury free, just in case.
Yeah, and in my mind, I was early 30s at that time. I thought, I played dangerous sport, right? NFL and rugby. Most people only go, if you're lucky, to your mid-30s. So I thought, I've only got a couple of years left in the tank anyway. And this would be a very cool kind of transition, and to be a gladiator would be an absolute dream, which it is. It is an absolute dream.
Fun?
So I'm glad I did it. Yeah,
is it all the fun?
Oh.
And when you said you had to audition or send an audition tape in, what does one do to audition for Gladiators?
They obviously wanted to hear a little bit about yourself and see your personality. So I think I was coming up with the strap lines of I was the beast from the northeast, white lightning. I think I said my mum says I'm very handsome. Or was that your mum? Anyway, moving on. So I think they enjoyed that. They showed a little bit of personality, and the rest is history.
That is funny, man. And when did you get given your name, your gladiator name?
So that was right before filming. They just rung me up, said, "Hey, look, we're thinking about calling you Apollo, God of the Sun." I think what they were looking for with me was kind of a boy next door. They wanted a Clark Kent. But when the games come on, it's Superman. You
have got a bit of Clark Kent about you.
Oh, flirting will get you.
You've been told that before.
You're a good liar. I've got it from a few people, yeah. I like to think of myself as Superman with a sense of humour. That's what I'm going for.
And so obviously you're not going to be unhappy with Apollo, are you?
No. As soon as they said that, I bit their hand off. But to be honest, there's Apollo, there's Athena. So I don't know if they just opened the first page of like the Greek mythology book and they just took the first two names. But I think we're both happy, so it's good.
Because we've got Apollo. We had Thor in this scene, didn't we? I mean, just keep the Greek gods coming. It's fine by us. We don't really care.
Love it.
And is there a Thor in Gladiators? Are you allowed to Thor it up, or if they?
There's no Thor. I don't know if there might be one. If there has been one in the past, but we don't have one on ours.
I'll tell you what, there is. There's some new events, aren't there? What are the two new events that everybody's raving
about?
We
have got Destruction, which is, if you've seen it, it's quite a crazy game. It's where they've just lined up 4 doors, and your job is to go through them, over them, through them again, and you're racing against the other 2 contenders, and it's just the first one who can get through, do a demolition job and get through the doors. It's like a race, basically, a 3-way relay race. And the other one is Everest, which is this platform is 20 meters high in the air, and it's basically you're just trying to push the other one off the edge to their untimely death. So
showbiz.
Yeah, exactly. So they're super good games, and every year they keep coming up with new stuff, and it's great for us. It's just a big adult playground, you know what I mean? So we're loving it, and it's gone down really well, so it's great.
And it's doing great business again. My kids, 5:45, everything stops on Saturday night. Their cousins came over. They're all sort of the same age. They're all
probably beating each other up, are they?
Well, what they do is they watch the show. Right, because it's ad-free, 'cause it's on the BBC now. So they, on ITV it was great, but it was a nightmare because they go to the ads and all hell would break loose. It's like, but now all hell does break loose. But at least we get sort of an hour of peace and quiet before that happens. But then the living room it's unrecognisable straight away afterwards. Because they try and recreate everything, which I suppose is the point.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been an amazing thing, and the best. I probably didn't realise like the social impact we were going to have on families. I think they said, hey, you're going to be a gladiator. I thought, wow, amazing! I get to put the sparkly spandex on. I get to run out there and be my best self, I have walkout music, all this cool stuff. But the most rewarding bit and the best bit for us is the pat on the back we get from families that said, you've brought the family back together.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's family watch, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think people tell us it's the only thing our kids will get off the iPad for, the only thing they'll get off YouTube for, is sit down and actually watch with us and enjoy with us. So for us to play a little part in that, I think is really, really cool.
It's great. And the live shows?
Oh, amazing. I mean, if, that has hammered home how crazy the love for Gladiators is. We went up and down the country from Glasgow down to London, selling out every venue. Every kid and family with a smile on their face, with a banner with someone's name on. Honestly, it was amazing. They're trying to sort out the one for next year, so I think it'll be bigger and better. But we loved it. It was obviously
how does it differ from the TV show? Because the TV show is a lot of setups, a lot of stopping and starting again. But obviously, the live show's got to roll all the way through.
Yeah, they're two different beasts. With the TV, there's a lot of work that goes in to make it the magic that it is, to get the good shots to show everyone at home, because at times 10 million people tune in to watch it, right? Yeah. I guess the best way to describe it is the live tour is more of a truncated version, just kind of a sped up version of that, where the action is just fast paced, one after the other. We don't play as many games in the live tour, but it's all the same games, it's all the same action. We have contenders from the previous series, so they know the deal, and we just go at it for 2 hours, which is great. Yeah,
and you have all the fun, because a lot of it is the kids just want to see you in real life, isn't it? It's like when you go to your first big football match. Yes, you go into a football match. Yes, there'll be some goals, hopefully. Yes, somebody will win, hopefully your team. But actually, it's just the fact you can see Steven Gerrard and he's there. And you can literally see him, and it's the same with the Gladiator.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I often compare ourselves. We're like Britain's Avengers. It's we do meet and greets, and we've had people who've waited in line 8 hours just to get a photo. Right. Yeah. The only person I would wait eight hours in line for is if Superman flew down and landed, and that's the only person really. So for us to for people to want to do that, one, it blows my mind. But two, the fans are just so amazing, and for us to just hold any sort of status to be able to do that is just awesome.
Right, Super Bowl weekend this weekend. You have played NFL, and there's always been the talk, and you're the perfect person to have the chat with. What is it? What is harder to play, rugby league, union, or NFL? Are they transferable skills? Usually, it doesn't work out that well. It's not dissimilar, is it, to when people go over to Australia? UK rugby league players going to Australia, playing the same game, sometimes struggle. So what did you like? What were you best at? Which did you prefer?
Oh, which I prefer. You'll get me in a lot of trouble.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I think that I wish there were more similarities. I think people try and make that comparison because the ball's the same shape. You're kind of doing the same thing. Everyone's roughing each other up and trying to get the ball from one end to the other. There's tackling and it's high impact. But the game of NFL is so difficult because it's like a high-powered chess game, and each one is a key player on the chess piece, and there's someone that's trying to move everything, and it's just two teams that are trying to outmaneuver each other, and you're doing it with the best athletes in the world. I was speaking to someone just before. My third year in the NFL, I was still doing a lot of stuff for the first time. You're going for a play and you'd mess it up and the coach would be on you, be like, what have you done? I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever done it. I was 3 seasons in. Yeah. The studying element of it is just madness. You hear all the rumors about the playbook. The playbook is thick. And it's like learning a different language whilst also competing at the very top of the game.
And the thing is, they've been brought up with it since before they could remember. It's like cricket here, isn't it? You try and explain cricket to an American. I mean, I tried it once. I tried it once. We were an hour in, and in the end, he's threatening to punch me because he thought I was taking the mickey. It's like, no, this is how it goes. Because we went from one-day internationals to county championship games, and I said, but the real thing is a 5-day test match. And he said, it takes 5 days? And I went, well, it takes 25 days.
Let's get our money's worth over it, don't we?
Yeah, but it's like 5 days, 5 matches of 5 days. 25 days? And if it rains on the last day, it's a draw. And that's when he started thinking I was taking the mickey.
Americans don't like draws, that's for sure.
They don't like draws, do they?
No,
wow. So this weekend, big weekend, Super Bowl. I have no idea about American football. I live there for a bit. I go there a lot. NBA, I used to go and watch the Lakers and things like that. Yeah. But this weekend, how excited are people about it?
I mean, this is it.
It's on Channel 5.
It is, yeah.
It's on TalkSport as well.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to watch it on terrestrial TV, which is absolutely fantastic for the growth of the game here in the UK. It is the
Who's playing?
We have got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots, which is it's fantastic in both ways because the New England Patriots are probably responsible with the Tom Brady era for a lot of people getting into American
football.
I've heard
of him. He's got an airport named after
him. Yeah. I mean, he did okay, to be honest. He's still doing okay, to be honest. So they got a lot of interest. There's a lot of people who support the Patriots who are in the UK, right? But the Seattle Seahawks have got a really cool story. Their defensive coordinator, Adam Durde, he has come from what can only be called, Sunday League American football here in the UK, and he is now almost the second in command at the Seattle Seahawks. That rise from that, he's the one who started the International Player Program. He found me, he found F.A. Obadi, he found all these rugby players and transitional athletes you've seen. He's had a part in their journey. So him to go from that to be on the biggest stage now is absolutely amazing. And if the Seahawks win this weekend, that's who I'm rooting for, by the way. I'm rooting for him. And my buddy who I played with at Atlanta is also playing for them, so I hope they do well. It'll be the biggest win in British NFL history, I think, because he is both born and raised in the UK and has come all the way through.
You speak this language so fluently. Seriously, wow, that is so impressive. So you're going to have a party? You're going to stay up the whole night? Is that what you?
I like watching it at home. To be honest, I do. I like the problem with the NFL for me is I find it very hard to switch off watching games because it is so analytical. I'm reading defenses, I'm watching the formations that they're coming out in. I'm trying to figure out what teams are doing. So I like to watch it and take it in at home and enjoy the.
Yeah, you want to be immersed.
And see the actual, because these are the two best teams in football right this year. So to see like the masterclass of football and how they're trying to beat each other is kind of what I'm interested in. So I don't know yet. There is a couple of parties, and people like to do that. They have Super Bowl parties.
Yeah, they do.
There's some going in London. NFL UK holding one. So I might do, but right now I'm thinking about just watching it at home and enjoying it.
What's your most favourite discipline in Gladiators and your least? Just so if people are watching and they get to take part and they know how to beat you or not.
How's your application going? Have you got your medical insurance in place?
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
I think I've got two favourites. I probably really enjoy Powerball.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a team game and it's a lot like rugby. It's a lot like NFL, so I kind of excel at that.
You don't want to come up against you with Powerball.
No, yeah. I mean, I've got the safety on a lot of the time, to be honest. You've got to look after these guys. I like to dominate, but do it in a safe way.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Edge, which is probably the only game that I get a little bit nervous for because that's the one where it's like 20 meters up in the air. You like suspect there's like a grid where there's holes in between. You're basically trying to tackle the person off into like a 15-meter drop. So I'm sure it's much worse for the contenders than it is for me. I like those two. There's not a game I don't like. There's obviously some that contenders would have a bit of an advantage. I'm 110 kilos, trying to get up a wall. That's not always the easiest.
Yeah, I've seen that in Mr. Beast because the upper body strength for the big guys, it's not helpful.
Yeah, and I kind of sit in that role where I want to be good at everything. You know what I mean? They say the best ability is availability. I want to be.
He's good, isn't he?
Hey, well trained. Jeez. I want to be out because I just love being a gladiator. I want to get on all the games. I want to do it all. I want to smash as many contenders as I can.
I love the fact you want to. I love being a gladiator, and you are actually a gladiator.
It's hard. It's hard. I'm a bit of a method actor. It's very hard to switch it off at times, especially going when I've brought in with the Apollo-mania.
I love Apollo-mania. Yeah. You got to get some merch. So we don't have a live tour for Gladiators, but there's one in the pipeline. That'd be good because the kids love all that. Hopefully around September, October, whenever.
Yeah, it'd be sort of Christmas time, I imagine. Yeah.
All right, mate. It's great to meet you. Nice to see you. That's Alex. That is Apollo. We have Alex at Apollo live in the studio. Let's hear it for Al, please, if you don't mind. Gladiators back on the television, 5:45 this Saturday. Our kids will be watching it. Super Bowl Channel 5, TalkSport. Isn't life wonderful? Here's the Killers in Human.